Doc just talked about it here, Bobby, after the game. Just a lot of game plan breakdowns in game two, where they got open shots or open baskets where maybe the coverages weren't busted, but just I don't know. How did you see that defensive effort in game two, where maybe game plan just wasn't executed to the degree maybe you wanted?
Yeah, I would say for maybe like almost 2.5 quarters, maybe it wasn't executed. Regardless of game plan mistakes, we got to guard the ball. We got to take a challenge. Whoever, if you're switching on to anybody, like this guy's not about to just walk his way to the rim. And I think we did that in the last quarter and some change, and was able to switch 1 through 5. Was able to help each other out, get out on the break, and we would get easier buckets. So.
You guys have switched so much more in this series than you did in the regular season. What do you feel like you're maybe learning about what you guys can do with that, and maybe the need to keep switching? I don't know, 15 seconds into a possession.
Well, it's a little bit different. I mean, we learned, probably at the end of the game or even before, having Bobby out there, switching a little bit better. Just playing with a little bit more intensity out there, regardless of the switch. It's how you switch. Is switching up. Getting into defenders, not just letting them walk everywhere and screen wherever they want to screen. And I mean, that's just the biggest thing I think we've kind of learned that we need to make an adjustment on.
I know you don't lack in confidence, but after in game one that you weren't happy with, to have your number called to start the game like that, I know they didn't go down, but then even to have the ball to initiate with Giannis and Dame off it, just what did that say to you from the coaching staff that they wanted to kind of put you in those positions to find something to get yourself going, and how can you maybe take that going forward here into game three?
I mean, I got to get myself involved. I can't depend on anybody. I can't depend on a coach, somebody to get me involved. It's about me getting out there, crashing, cutting, finding opportunities in transition to get it like I did and get downhill. So, and I mean, all those were just byproduct of just hunting my own type of possessions. I mean, that's what I got to do. So.
Obviously, Dave comes back, plays like 37 minutes. Just what kind of difference did he make?
I mean, it was really impressive. He hasn't played any 5-on-5 to come back and play and just be a threat out there for us. He didn't, probably shoot it as well as he wanted to, but I think that coming in game 3, he's going to be a lot more confident in himself and be even more of a threat and be even more of Damian Lillard. So.
The way you kind of Giannis put it after the game down 0-2, that you don't want to panic, but you don't want to be too loose in that sense. Kind of, how do you feel like you will have to kind of balance the two versions of the two ends of the spectrum?
Well, it's the playoffs, and in the playoffs, you play 2 games on the road, then you go home, and or vice versa. And they did their job. They did a good job. They protected home court, and now it's our job to do the same. So.
Kyle, it's been just like a chippy series. Guys kind of going back and forth with that. How you obviously weren't here for like the whole history of these two teams together. Just how do you guys plan to just kind of manage that? Where obviously it's the playoffs, there's things on the line, but you guys don't want to, I guess, get overly emotional.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because it really doesn't matter. Nobody in the NBA is going to fight at the end of the day. It's rare. You don't see nobody come back in the back of the tunnel. They don't. There's no point to really do it. So, people are going to talk, and anybody can talk when you're up, right? And as you should. It's cool. But for us, we can't get caught up in, those type of things, because that's what, everybody wants. When you are emotional or when you play with anger, then, you're less likely to make good decisions. That's just in life. So for us, we got to just check ball. Just got to check ball.
Maybe off that, you had said point of attack, guard the ball. We've heard urgency, things, that kind of word, these last couple games. Is that what that is to a degree? It's like an effort, urgency on that defensive end to just check the ball.
Yeah, you got to guard. Yeah, we got to guard. Plain and simple. Like, you can talk about schemes and, this guy's got to be here and that. Like, no, if you guard your ball and you don't let him get in the paint, then, we don't have to worry about a rotation. And I think that if we come in with that mindset, and still you got to have help, you still got to have low man, and you got to be there for your teammates, but mentally just taking that challenge in your head of just, this guy's not going to, it's not going to be easy just trying to score on me. It's not going to be an easy drive or coast to coast. Like, it's not going to happen. And that's how we got to go.